morning, children. The next topic in this lesson is the increase percent or decrease percent. Let me explain this with a few examples. If you take the example of the price of articles, especially automobile articles, you can see only hike in prices and never the prices are going down for the new articles or new automobile productions. Take the example of the price of a scooter. Let the price of a scooter last year, let it be rupees 32,000. And now, if there is an increase in its price this year, the company will always say that there is a 10% increase. They will say that there is a 10% increase. Mostly, the amount will not be disclosed. It will be expressed as a percentage. So, how do you calculate the new price, or how do you calculate the price calculated this current year? Here, the original price last year was 32,000 and there is an increase of 10% on this rupees 32,000. That means on the original price of rupees 32,000 last year, there is an increase. So what is the increase in price? That means how much is the amount which is increased than 32,000? It is 10 by 100 of 32,000. That means 3,200 rupees is increased by the company on this particular scooter. So what is the amount you have to pay, amount to be paid the current year will be 32,000 plus this 3,200 also, which is an increased amount. That means the 32,000 has become 35,200 rupees in the current year. Similarly, suppose you have seen many places that there is discount or sale on clothes. Imagine you are seeing a shirt for rupees 1,500 6 months back, and the same shirt is kept at a discount with a discounted price of 5%. That means the shopkeeper is offering a discount of 5%. That means that 5% is calculated on that rupees 1,500. So what will be the new price now, or what is the discounted price? How do you get? Let's get the amount which is reduced. What is the amount which is reduced by the shopkeeper? That is 5 by 100. You know, percentage is 5%, means 5 by 100 of rupees 1,500. That means 75 rupees he has given you as a discount. So what is the price to be paid for the shirt? From rupees 10,500 the shopkeeper reduced 75 rupees, which shows that it is 1,425 rupees. That means 6 months back it was 1,500 rupees, and now due to the stock increase or due to the material not being sold off, what happened? He kept a reduction, he kept a discount. That means the shirt is now available for rupees 1,425. So this is the concept of increase percent or decrease percent. That means when the percentage is given to you, how do you calculate the new price, even if it is an increase percent or a decrease percent? With the same example, let me explain how increase percent, decrease percent, or how the discount percentage is calculated. That means the price of a scooter in the year 2019 was marked as rupees 32,000. The same scooter, the price is marked as rupees 35,200. So naturally you understood that it is an increase. You have to calculate the increase percentage. That is the question in front of us. So now immediately how do you calculate what is the increase in price? The increase in price is 35,200 minus 32,000, which is the same as 3,200. And how do you calculate this increase percentage? This increase has occurred on the original price or on the price which was quoted before. The increase by original price into 100. How to make it into percentages? Multiply by 100 and put a percentage symbol. So very well it is understood that, see, it has become 10, or the answer is 10%. Similarly, if you calculate the shirt, what was the original price of the shirt? Price of the shirt, it was quoted for rupees 1,500. After 6 months, it has kept on a discount. That means what is the discounted price of the shirt? The discounted price of the shirt is rupees 1,425. So how do you calculate what was the percentage of discount the salesman has kept? What is the decrease in the amount or decrease in the price is rupees 1,500 minus 1,425. That means it is 75 rupees. And what will be the discount percent? This 75 rupees discount has been calculated on the original price 1,500 into 10 into 100. Percentage is always calculated with 100. Multiply by 100 and put a percentage symbol. You can see here, that means 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 15 and 5 3, or it is a 5% discount. So this is how you will calculate both the ways. The next concept is profit and loss, and the calculation of profit percent and loss percent based on the profit and loss made. Profit and loss is mainly based on the price related with buying and selling of articles. Now see, if there is a company producing an item, the company sells it not directly to the customers like normal people. The production company will sell their articles to dealers, and the dealers will sell that article to the normal people or people like us, the consumers. That means we will be buying it. So from the company, the dealers will buy and they will get in larger quantities. They will buy the articles in larger quantities, and the consumers will be buying only in minimal quantities. That means we will be buying article which is exactly needed by us. We don't take it extra and then sell it to another people. So when the dealers buy article from the company, they will get a discount on the original price, or they will take the price from the company rate. When they are selling to the consumers, the dealers will keep a little price margin extra to make a profit. But when will loss happens to these dealers is when they have huge stock, and if it is not moving in the market as expected, they will keep a discount, and thus the dealers may incur a loss also. So this is the basic behind the profit and loss, that is, it is purely based on buying or selling of articles. Let's define what is the basic definition of profit and loss. When you buy an article, that means whatever be the price marked on the article, that is called the cost price. When you sell that article, you call it as cost price and selling price. So as a smaller cases, imagine you bought a watch worth rupees 100 or rupees 1000. You bought a watch worth rupees 1000. After a few days of using it, you felt like selling it to a person and you may sell it for rupees 800 because you have a feeling that I used it for a few days and so I will not sell it for rupees 1000. I will keep a few amount less. That means you bought the article for 1000 rupees. You yourself sold it for rupees 800, which shows that you have a slight decrease of amount with you. So what is the loss you incurred is CP minus SP, that means 1000 minus 800, which is equal to rupees 200. That means on your purchase, you bought it for 1000, you sold it for 800. So you made a slight loss of rupees 200, but you used it for a few days. Same thing, imagine you bought the same watch for rupees 1000 and your friend immediately seeing it is asking you, I wanted that watch. Can you give me for rupees 1200? Immediately you will agree and you will sell it for rupees 1200, seeing the demand of the article. So what happened now? The selling price became more, or you got a profit of SP minus CP. That means your selling price became more than the cost price. You could make a profit of rupees 200. So what is the formula for the loss and what's the formula for profit? Profit is calculated as SP minus CP. Loss is calculated as CP minus SP, and when you buy an article, you name it as a cost price, and when you sell an article, you call it as the selling price. And now, as I have explained in the previous problem, how do you calculate a profit percent? Profit or loss is always calculated on the cost price, on how you are buying or on what amount you are buying the article. So the next concept is profit percent and loss percent is always calculated on CP. Calculated on the cost price of the article. So what will be the definition or what will be the formula for profit percent? The profit percent is the profit which has obtained to you upon the cost price into 100. Profit and loss is always the percentage is calculated on the cost price. Similarly, loss percent will be calculated as loss by CP into 100. So we discussed about profit and loss. Take an example in another way. Suppose you are buying a house for rupees 25 lakh and 30,000. You are buying a house for rupees 25 lakh and 30,000. And now you are spending some amount on painting and other maintenances. Suppose you are spending an extra amount of rupees 3 lakh on the maintenances. That means you are again painting the house and you are repairing all the articles. So what is the total cost price for you? The total cost price has become rupees 25,30,000 plus rupees 3 lakh what you have spent extra on it. That means you have paid 28,30,000 for the house. So whatever be the extra amount you are spending on it, we call it as overhead charges, and after repairing or maintaining the house, you are planning to sell it to a person. Now, if you quote the selling price as 40 lakhs, now you can make a profit of 40 lakhs minus 28 lakhs 30,000. So, what I mean to say is, once you buy the house for rupees 30,000, the extra amount or the extra money you have spent on it or you have put in it can also be added with the cost price, because you have spent the money on that particular purpose. Now, the next logic is the discount. For the word discount, instead of the word cost price, it will be marked price, or we call it as MP. If the marked price of an article is rupees 500 and if the selling price SB is rupees 375, it shows that there is a discount of 500 minus 375, which is equal to 125 rupees. Thus, what's the formula for discount? Discount is calculated always as marked price minus selling price. Whatever be the price you are marking on the item, and then when you sell it for a lesser amount, you always you are giving a discount to the customer. And how do you calculate the discount percentage? As calculation on CP, you will calculate the discount always on the marked price of the article. So what's the formula for the discount percent? Discount by marked price into 100. So these are the basic definitions for profit, loss and the discount, where the next exercise is based on all these questions. The next topic is sales tax or value added tax. What is the simple meaning of that is, when you buy any article from a shop, the shopkeeper will put in your bill as sales tax, and that extra amount which is collected should be remitted to the concerned government. So, any article you buy from a shop, an extra amount you are paying to the shop or in the shop is termed as the sales tax, and the sales tax will be always given as percentage, and it depends on the articles. It is not a permanent number. It keep on changing depending on the articles you are buying. Let's start with the exercise questions. Exercise 8.2, question number 1. A man got a 10% increase in his salary. Underline the word increase. If his new salary is rupees 1,54,000, find his original salary. Now, the original salary, from the original salary he got an increase, and we are asked to find out the original salary. So let's take the original salary as X. Question number 1, let the original salary be X. And now he got an increase of 10% on the original salary. So what is the increase in salary? Increase in salary is 10% of X. That means on the original salary, which is equal to, change the percentage as 10 by 100. Of means multiplication, or 10x by 100. In short, it is x by 10. So the original salary is x. The increase in salary is x by 10. So what will be the new salary or the current salary or the increased salary? New salary or increased salary is this x plus x by 10. And it is said that the increased salary is 1,54,000. They already told that it is 1,54,000. That means the original salary plus increase in salary is giving you the current salary. Let's take the LCM. LCM is 10 by 1 into 10 into 10. That is 10x plus x by 10 is equal to 1,54,000. What is 10x plus 1x? 11x is equal to by 10 is equal to 1,54,000, or 11x is equal to 1,54,000 cross multiplication into 10, or x is equal to 1,54,000 into 10 by 11. 11 gets cancelled in 154 as 11 ones are 11. The remaining is 4. It is 4, or you get the answer as 1,40,000. Therefore, the original salary is equal to rupees 1,40,000. And now you can understand that from 1,40,000, the word increase is there and his current salary is 1,54,000. Question number 2. On Sunday, 845 people went to the zoo. On Monday, only 169 people went. What is the percent decrease in the people visiting the zoo on Monday? So, it's a normal direct question. How do you calculate? Number of people visited zoo on Sunday is equal to how many people? 845. Number of people visited on Monday is equal to 169. Naturally, there is a decrease. Therefore, decrease in number of people is equal to 845 minus 169. The word decrease tells you that it is subtraction. 9 to get 15, it is 6, it is 3, 7. 13 minus 6 is 7, 7 minus 1 is 6. How do you calculate the percentage? It is decrease by original into 100. So, decrease percent is equal to 676 divided by 845 into 100, and it should be a percentage, which is equal to with 5. 5 1 you can divide in the side or mental calculation. 5 ones are 5, 34, 6 5s are 30, 169, and this is 20. 9 and 6, there is a chance that you multiply with 9 4s are NC. 169 into 4, 36, 3, 27, 2 and 676. It is 4 times 4 into 20, that is 80% of decrease. The decrease may be due to Sunday is a holiday. That is why the huge number of people visited the zoo. Question number 3. A shopkeeper buys 80 articles for rupees 2,400. From that, what did you understand? Cost price of 80 articles is equal to rupees 2,400. And now, and sells them for a profit of 16%. That means profit percent is given as 16%. And this profit percent is always calculated on the cost price of the article. That means what is the profit amount he must have got? It is 16 by 100 of the amount spent was 2400. That means 16 into 80, 24. 2, 4 plus 2, 6, 12. That means rupees 384 he got as a profit. So what is, the question is, find the selling price of one article. And after making the profit, you can calculate what will be the selling price of this 80 articles. Selling price of 80 articles is 2400 plus 384. That means after selling 80 articles, 2784 rupees is there in his hand. So what is the selling price of one article? The selling price of one article is equal to rupees 2784 divided by 80. You can divide and check the answer as 80 by 2. It is 40, 1, 3, 9, 2. Again by 2, 20, 6, then 9, 6. Again by 2, 10. It is 3, then by 2, 2 4s are 300, 2 4s are 8, 348 by 10. That means rupees 34.8. That is 34 rupees 80 paise. He must have sold one article. The amount of one article is 34.8. The same question can be done as one article from here itself, because the shopkeeper is selling all the 80 articles for the same fixed price. It can also be worked out like the cost price of 80 articles is equal to rupees 2400. Therefore, the cost price of one article is equal to rupees 2400 by 80, or it is 8 3s are 30 rupees. Now for each one, the profit percent is 16%. That means the 16% is made on this 30 rupees, which is equal to 48 by 10 means 4.8 rupees. Therefore, what is the selling price? This 30 rupees plus 4.8 rupees, or rupees 34.8. Both ways. That means a profit of 16% for all the 80 articles, or a profit of 16% for the single article. The same answer will be obtained. Question number 4. The cost of an article was rupees 15,500. Rupees 450 was spent on its repairs if it sold for a profit of 15%. As I told you, the overhead expenses will be added along with the cost price. So what is the cost price of the article? Cost price of the article is equal to rupees 15,500 plus rupees 450, which is spent on the repairs. That means the cost price of the article is rupees 15,950 if it is sold at a profit of 15%. So a profit is made in this deal. Profit percent is equal to 15%, or the profit he is obtaining is 15 by 100 of 15,950. Then let us keep this 10 here for a division purpose instead of cancelling. Into 15. 5 5s are 25, 47, 29, 7. 5, 9, 5, 1. Divided by 10, which is equal to rupees 2392.5. The profit is 2392.5. Therefore, what is the selling price? The selling price is equal to rupees 15,950 plus 2392.5. 2, 9 plus 1, 10, 4, 1, 10, 30. Rupees 18,342.5. We will do the remaining sums in the next class.